Hello everyone. Hand pollination on gourd varieties. Is it sound interesting? Yes. There are many varieties of gourd, but five of them is very famous. That is bottle gourd, snake gourd, bitter gourd, rich gourd, and sponge gourd. Well, this all these gourd wine bears male and female flowers. The male flowers usually appear first in order to have more female flowers, which in turn produce more lovely harvest of gourds. We need to cut the ends of the vine. Okay, now the next thing is it's super easy to tell which is male flower or which is female flower. Yeah, the female flower will have a small gourd shape below the bloom, while the male flower grows on a stem without a ball shape below the flower. Okay, the hand pollination is nothing but, okay, here we're going to take a bitter gourd as example. The hand pollination is a very simple procedure, basically involving by tapping pollen from the male flower to the female. One male flower can pollinate several female flowers. So we can simply discard the male flower when it gets through. In case we remove the male flower, most gourd flowers normally open at the night and last for one night only. So the best time for hand pollination is just before the dark side, when the flower have already opened and there's still enough light to see what you're doing it. Simply break up the male flower and hold it over the female flower. Just tap the pollen from the male, or we can make it kissed, means basically two flowers together, or using paintbrush to touch the thing. Once done, we need to cover by polythene wrap or something for a day so that cross pollination can be avoided. What is cross pollination? I can definitely explain in the later stage, but it's very important that these varieties, when you grow in something in a balcony or a small space, this kind of hand pollination play a very vital role, to produce amazing result. Means more gourds. Not only that, it will be super amazing to know that the benefit out of it. Now our Miss Rohini is going to explain, taking bitter gourd as example, how to hand pollinate and what are the benefit out of it. All will be seen here. So thank you, Miss Rohini, for the wonderful video you have taken to explain the amazing benefit, the amazing way to do the hand pollination in gourd varieties and this bitter gourd. What you are seeing here as an example, do the same. Okay, and very important, keep remember that this is the natural way. Again, there's absolutely no issues, and basically we are doing the pollination work of honeybees by manually by human. That's it. So that's for the thing, and you will see the Rohini's video.
Hello friends, today we'll see, like many of us complain about the fruits not forming in gourd varieties. Actually it is not the many of you tell me that I can see small fruits but they don't go on to grow to be big like this. So the main problem there is those are not fruits, those are the female flowers. Today I'll just show you in bitter gourd the male and female flowers. Can you see here? This is a male flower which doesn't have anything at the base. Okay, and this is a female flower. Okay, can you just see a small bitter gourd like structure at the base? So similarly, all gourd varieties will have, suppose it is pumpkin, it will have a round structure at the base, the female flower. Okay, so in urban gardening, what happens is, if it does not get, see these flowers are very flimsy. Okay, if you push them hard a bit, they will fall. So what happens is, if it does not pollinate early morning, what happens is these don't go on to form fruits. Okay, so since like in balconies and urban gardening, we cannot expect pollination to happen at the right time always, though like we try to grow marigolds and chrysanthemums and petunias, all that, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So in that case we can hand pollinate. I will show you how to hand pollinate. That is, first you should do it in the morning because by evening the flowers will drop. Okay, so This is the male flower first. Can you see the center? The center of the male flower. I'm taking a paint brush, okay, and I'm rubbing it in the center of the. Do it very very carefully, otherwise the flower will fall. Okay, I'm rubbing it in the center of the male flower. Then the female flower is even more flimsy, so you have to be very careful. Then I rub it in the center of the female flower so that you can be assured that pollination happens. So I'm doing it once again, rubbing it. Do it very very patiently and very cautiously, otherwise the flower will fall off. And again rubbing it in the center. See, when you're doing this, if the flower falls off also, it won't pollinate. So I did this mistake for one, and that didn't pollinate. Can you see this one? This one didn't pollinate because when I was doing the hand pollination, I did it a bit harsh and the flower fell off. So the flower, this one couldn't pollinate. Can you see this? These are the ones I pollinated hand pollinated 2-3 days back. So this has gone on to grow into fruit. So one here and one here. So in this case, the hand pollination worked. So the fruits are becoming bigger. So just try this in gourd varieties, especially when you are growing it in your balconies, since the pollination might not happen at the right.
Well, there is, you must have seen the beautiful explanation of Ms. Rohini about hand pollination in gourd varieties. That is taken as a bitter gourd as example. Now I am showing the bottle gourd. So assume that there is the balcony, you are having bottle gourd and bitter gourd together, and the pollinator, natural pollinator, honeybees landing the flowers in the both way. So and then in doing the pollination means the gourd means the original the fruit produced by the respective gourd, will have the characteristic of both, means the bitter gourd and the bottle gourd. Okay, now this is called cross pollination. It is absolutely fine and fantastic, but only thing is why we are doing the hand pollination. This way we can avoid cross pollination. And the second thing, that we can have a more female flowers, in turn produce more fruits by cutting up the vines. And very very important, the final part, to have the 100% sure the respective gourd will produce the true seeds of the respective gourd by doing the hand pollination, because there is no cross pollination going to happen, and that way the respective gourd, the fruit will produce the true seed of the respective gourd. If it's bitter gourd, bottle gourd. So that way, so we will get it. This is the exact more amazing benefit of hand pollination. So enjoy doing this if you have the small raised bed or balcony in that way. Thank you.